We went up and toured their upstairs.
Upstairs is so neat.
Yeah.
I haven't been up there.
Oh, we were snooping.
we were. This is probably gonna have to be cut from the podcast, but we now have a. Hey guys, welcome back to the AA Skin Based Pod. I'm your host, Alina, licensed esthetician, and today I have Kristen
Sanborn, licensed esthetician.
Georgia. I don't know why I can't get your name out. I don't know.
Georgia Davenport, licensed esthetician.
And a very special guest with us this week is Jennifer.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Pfizer. I own MKB CFO and bookkeeping.
We're going to talk about something that we all love because we are a part of is the Harrisonville Square. And Jennifer, what's kind of your role with Love the Square?
Love the Square.
Yeah. I am the new president as of January 1st.
Woohoo!
Yeah, exciting.
Claps.
Exciting.
We're going to have a live audience someday. So claps.
Shelby can be our live audience today.
So what is Love the Square? What do they do?
If you're tired of shaving, ingrowns, and stubble, come see the waxing pros at Amazingly Ageless in Harrisonville. Our AA Skin Babes use gentle techniques for smoother skin that lasts weeks. We're fast, we're consistent, and we make you feel comfortable from start to finish. That's why you can trust us for all things waxing.
So download the Amazingly Ageless app and book online. Just search Amazingly Ageless in the App Store.
So what is Love the Square? What do they do?
It is a nonprofit organization, so Love the Square. It's more than just the square. We're the entire Harrisonville downtown district. So we take up about, 3 or 4 blocks really of businesses that are around the square. And we support them in any way that we can.
So do you know what is going at those businesses over there? That is the old restaurant.
The ultimate question.
I want to know.
I think all of them, so there are 5 buildings that are on Lexington Street in Harrisonville. They all sold within the last year or two, I think. And so they were in pretty rough shape, honestly. So they've been getting a lot of TLC.
Oh, they've been working, and they are yesterday I walked by and it looked like they were doing a lot of work. They were working hard.
Yeah. So there's 5 buildings. I know there's a couple. So there was a previous restaurant there. There's been all kinds of things down there. And I don't know, really. I don't even know if they know, really. They're just renovating them. Upstairs are going to be apartments. So there will be more people living on the square, which is always good for business.
Awesome.
And then they, I think, are planning to just rent out. So there will be retail space available.
Okay.
So if you are wanting to get a business on the Harrisonville Square, we can hook you up with
pretty soon.
with
We're
some
gonna have lots of
locations
room.
pretty soon. But back when we started, I started back in 2015 in the girls' bra shop. They had just started their little bra shop right off the square. I think the building is now Nina's. And I had a little treatment room. The square at that point in time was just vacant. And there was no businesses down there. And it was really cute and nostalgic. And soon the brick house, Jennifer was an owner of the brick house, came. And that was kind of the first business that really kind of started bringing the Harrisonville Square back to life. And then since then, the Artisan is there, then the headquarters and Birdie's, and then a lot of more little shops. Now we have, how many restaurants? 1, 2, 3. We've got Nina's, 2 coffee shops.
5. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's way more.
Restaurants on the Harrisonville Square and shopping. And so it's still a work in progress, but Love the Square is there to support the businesses and to bring events.
This is probably going to have to be cut from the podcast, but we now have a vape shop on the square.
Really?
Yes. Dude, have you not seen it?
No.
It's lit up.
Is it
Yes.
really? Where's it at?
It's right next to the orthodontist.
Yeah, by the Davis.
Over there.
the
Okay,
Davis
yeah.
and
I've been over there in a minute.
Yeah. And now we have what is above Frederick's is the
Coin and card. They're
Coin and
like
card.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they went
so
in
cute.
there.
So cute. If you're down there and he'll put his little sign out front, go and check him out.
Yeah, he's upstairs.
He's got collectible Pokemon cards.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not really anything I'm into personally, but I know
think
a
it's
lot
kinda
of people
cool.
are into it.
It's
so,
huge. Do you
yeah.
know how many people I see go up those stairs?
Yes.
It's huge.
So we're getting so many more businesses there. But tell us about the Third Thursdays.
Okay, so Third Thursday started, oh my gosh, I don't even know, 22, 23, somewhere. It's been a couple of years now. And so it was every third Thursday. We've kind of limited it down because really, who wants to get out in January on a third Thursday? But every third Thursday, it's kind of like a girls' night out kind of thing. Everything is themed. All of the businesses participate. We stay open late. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
I think the dessert crawl is the first one this year, which is amazing.
Is that in March?
It's April.
April.
So whatever the third Thursday is in April, I mean, we go all out for the dessert crawl.
You leave with a sugar rush.
Yeah.
I love the dessert call because we usually bring someone into our shop and I sit there and I eat.
She does. Lena does. But you get to go around the square and just see all of these bakeries that are coming in from other places and setting up and selling their sweets.
Yeah.
And it's amazing.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. So if you've ever been on like a wine crawl or something, like it's not quite like that, but they're similar, right? Like you're just
Except to
going
get
from
dessert.
you're just going from spot to spot, buying and eating all of the desserts you could ever want.
Talking about that, anyone that would want to come in, like how would business owners be able to get involved with Love the Square? Like come and be part of the events?
And also, do they have to be businesses on the square? Can they come in from other places?
Yeah. First of all, we invite any and all people to be involved with Love the Square. We're actually doing a volunteer drive here in the next month or so to get people. We want some like new blood, fresh ideas. We are always looking for new people to come in and bring some energy and ideas and things like that. And so you can be on a committee. You can be on an event committee. Like Love the Square does Christmas on the Square, which is always the first Saturday in December. And we've got some really good ideas for this year and like kind of going all out on that and creating like a winter wonderland on the square. So if you want to be involved in planning things like that or third Thursdays. But we also there's other ways to get involved too. Like if you are not an event planner or marketing kind of person.
I'm not.
Yeah, there's other ways. Like we have an org committee that is more involved in like the fundraising efforts and making sure that we have money to put on all of these events. And then I am on the economic vitality committee and making sure that we have, first of all, like an inventory of all the buildings that are there, business owners asking the public, like, what kind of businesses do we want so we can attract different businesses that, like, if everybody says that we want a, Thai restaurant or something on the square, we can try to get one of those in there. So there's lots of ways to get involved and lots of ways, like no matter how much time you have to give, there's something that you can do.
And you don't have to be a business. You
No.
can just be
You
somebody's
just like being
grandma.
part of community.
Exactly. It's a great way to build, like, get to know your community too. So I'm an outsider to Harrisonville, right? Like I'm not from there. I didn't know anybody there. As Kristen mentioned, I bought Brick House in 2019. And so it wasn't 2019, and then we all know what happened in 2020. So there wasn't really like getting into my community until like 2021. That's when I joined Love the Square and really started getting involved. And I mean, I went from like knowing no one to knowing everybody in Harrisonville really quickly. And Love the Square was a big part of that.
Yes. And I'm right there with her because I live an hour south. So I'm not from Harrisonville, but boy, the community has just been so welcoming. We just have really blended in well. And Love the Square is one of those organizations that's helped us to introduce us to other businesses and to get involved.
As we talked about, there's a bunch of shops on the square. What are a few must-visit spots on the square? That's kind of hard to choose.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Like all of
I
them.
say we've got shopping, we've got
If
food,
you come,
we've
spend
got,
a couple of hours going through the shops.
Yeah.
There's like live music at the Brick House some night, or not Brick House, at the Artisan some nights.
Headquarters.
Headquarters.
the
Why? I
district.
can't. Sorry.
I mean, you could
There's
literally
ice cream at the Artisan.
Oh my gosh.
You could
That's
spend
so
from
good.
like 7 a.m. until midnight if you really wanted to, because there's 2 coffee shops, there's breakfast, there's lunch, there's dinner, there's shopping in between, there's all of the things that you could possibly want to do. Like,
Yeah. And then
get a
there's-
facial in the afternoon.
True. Come get a facial and a massage. We're on
Get
the
some
Harrisonville
waxing
Square.
done.
Oh yeah. Summertime is rough for me because the ice cream shop is
Oh my gosh.
just a corner away.
Lena is lactose
I was there
intolerant.
every day. Were you there this summer? No.
No,
Who was
not
it?
quite.
I think it was Heather and Macy. Every day after about 4:30 or like 3 o'clock, I marked off time off my schedule to go
She
get
did
ice cream.
to go to the ice cream shop.
It's just so tempting, and it's so good.
It's so
really good ice
good.
And then, Nina's, the little bakery.
Mm-hmm.
We had Nina this time last year come on our show. I mean, she sees us every day. That
Her bread is
amazing.
So good.
It's because
Her
she's just
soups are
right
so
across
good.
the road, so we can run across the road and grab something to eat really quick, and she's fast.
Dude,
and then
I get her soup even in the middle of summer.
she does.
Like,
She does some pretty good soups.
yeah.
So
There's headquarters. Headquarters has shopping, wine, food, like anything you want to do is really
yes, and 1886 it's a kind of it reminds me of a speakeasy.
Yeah, it's like down in the basement, which sounds bad, but it's like a really cool vibe. It's like
it
the
is.
rock walls and
It's so neat how they set that up. And then the Artisan has how many boutiques do they have in there?
oh my gosh, I think over
100?
100.
Over 100?
Yeah. So if you are a budding entrepreneur and you want to sell some stuff, there's plenty of opportunities to do that. Headquarters and Artisans both have spots so you can like rent and they
Yes.
sell your stuff for you, so you don't have to put all that time and energy and money into
Yes.
a storefront.
Go in
And
there.
their space is so pretty.
Oh my gosh, those old buildings are just so unique. I know our building is really unique and we just love it. And then there is also the District, which is a barn restaurant. And they do a great job. They're open for noon for lunch now. I noticed that.
Yeah, they have their steaks are amazing.
Yes. Yes. And then, there's just there's so much room to bring so much more in.
Oh yeah.
And we're hoping.
There's also the event spaces are absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, the event spaces are gorgeous. You want to get
Absolutely
married, come
gorgeous.
check out the Davis.
Davis, yep. There's also
Or
Lexington.
Lexington.
Yeah,
I'd
Lexington's
say
a smaller
Lexington
one.
is
So like
super
baby
pretty.
showers.
We've done a
and-
couple parties there,
Yeah.
and it is always so pretty.
Yes.
And we went up and toured their upstairs.
Upstairs is so neat.
I haven't been up there.
Oh, we were snooping.
We were. All right. So I don't know how much of the future plans you can reveal, but what is your vision for the future of Harrisonville Square, and what excites you the most about what's ahead?
I mean, honestly, I feel like we're in a really exciting. We're kind of in. So as Christian mentioned, the square's got a lot of lore. If you want to go back, there was one guy owned every building. Got in a fight with the city, so they couldn't do any anyway. Then he died, and that's when the building started coming up for sale. And so back in like 2016 to 2019, there was kind of this like resurgence, right? Like it's starting to come back, but really like a third of the buildings got filled. And then Lexington in particular, that side of the square was really still pretty rundown.
Yeah.
But like we are coming up again on a like kind of this new thing because we've got all 5 of those buildings that are going to be renovated and hopefully getting filled soon. We've got a furniture store. I think it's called My Home. Or
Oh,
something.
cool.
Yeah, they're over in Miriam, Kansas right now. They're moving to Harrisonville.
Ooh, that's
So
exciting.
they sell
That
like
is scary
really-
because I'm always shopping.
Lena's in the furniture stores, and she doesn't have a place to put any furniture, but she just loves to go shopping for it.
All right, well, you'll just have to
I
go a
have
couple
2
blocks.
storage units full of crap.
Yes.
That's fine.
I know.
Get 3.
That's what I say.
Get a third. So that's coming. I think they're opening like April, sometime this spring.
Oh, awesome.
So there's just really
Yes.
exciting things happening and kind of that like second wave of new businesses
Yes.
coming in.
And I know there's apartments on top of the buildings. We have 4 apartments. Well, there's 4 apartments in the building above us, and they're gorgeous. I mean, it's like stepping back in time with the brick walls and the wood floors. And there's a waiting list for those apartments. But the buildings they're renovating now, they're putting apartments in the top level of them. And so,
Harrisonville
what
doesn't really have a
unique-
lot of apartments. And even the rental market in general, I feel like rentals go really fast in Harrisonville. So anytime we can add a few more, that's probably a good thing.
Yes.
Especially nice ones, right? Like
Yes.
they'll be really cool spots and just unique places to live.
So I think Jenna, let's plug your podcast real quick.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about the podcast that you do and how
Sure.
people can listen to it?
Okay, so as I mentioned, I own a CFO and bookkeeping company. So I have a podcast called The Financial Operator. So I have business owners on. We talk about kind of the struggles and the stories of business ownership and then how we can help other people avoid those pitfalls. But I should have you
Yes.
come on. But yeah, it's just kind of a fun conversation really with business owners.
Yes, and we've enjoyed. Jen has come in and done some trainings with my crew on social media
And listen to her because some of her advice got me some bookings.
Tell her I don't want
remember
to
them,
bookings.
but they did give me some bookings.
Tell me what you said when I'm right. I like it.
Yes, tell us your story of.
I say if there's one piece of advice Jen has given us is to wear our merch every day or wear our merch as much as we possibly can. Well, I wore it to the bar and I ended up booking like 2 or 3 appointments. I don't remember who it was I booked, but I know I booked several
They're gonna
appointments.
show
from
up.
So when you come in and you
Yes.
booked with
Yeah.
Lena via the bar.
And then
Please
Lena
tell her.
wore her Skin Babes, our podcast shirt to Casey's one day down in Garden City.
Yeah, well, I have someone. I'm sorry, I don't know your name, but actually, she came up to my husband. And was like, "Your wife does the podcast, doesn't she?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's her." Like that's the way he talks about me. So lovely.
So, we appreciate if you see us and you know who we are, come up and talk to us because we want to know that you're listening to our show and that you appreciate what we're doing. And we appreciate you guys more than anything.
All right, Jen, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. And thank you guys for hanging out with us. And we will talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.